next activity is what are the materials required for the activity to show the reaction between sodium sulfate and barium chloride. What happens if these two solutions are going to be react with each other? Let us see. Look at here. To perform this experiment we require what? What is the first process? First we have to write what? A. Then after we have to write materials required. Next thing is procedure. Next one is observation. Next one is chemical change, right? We have to write chemical equation. Next after precautions. Then after result. These are the steps you must follow while doing any activity. Once again I am repeating. First one is A. Second one is materials required. Third one is procedure. Fourth one is observation. Next one is chemical equation. Next one is precautions. Then after result. And for the particular activity we must draw the diagrammatic representation also. Okay. So first one is A mode, to prove that reaction between sodium sulfate and barium chloride. What is the nature of that solution? Whether it is acidic or basic. Let us see. That is A. Materials required. Materials required is first one is sodium sulfate. Formula is Na2SO4. Sodium sulfate. Next one is barium chloride. BaCl2. That is barium chloride. We need 2 beakers. How many beakers we require? 2 beakers we require. 2 beakers. Then after we require a water. Okay. Water. Liquid we require. Once again I am repeating. Materials required is sodium sulfate, barium chloride, 2 beakers, water. Is it clear? Next one is procedure. How we are going to perform this experiment? Okay. First point is let us consider a beaker. Let us consider a beaker. Add 100 ml of water in it. This is beaker, right? This is beaker. Now we are adding 100 ml of water. 100 ml of water. Then after dissolve small quantity of sodium sulfate. Now try to add sodium sulfate solution. Sodium sulfate is Na2SO4. Now try to add few drops of sodium sulfate solution. Then after take about 100 ml of water in another beaker. This is figure 1.1. Once again I am repeating. Let us consider a beaker. Add 100 ml of water to it. Then after try to add few drops of sodium sulfate solution. Keep it aside and pakkana vettandi. Next take one more beaker. This is figure 1.2. Add say 100 ml of water to it. Add 100 ml of water. Similarly add few drops of, here you are adding few drops of barium chloride. One more solution you are taking, right? That is barium chloride. Let us consider one beaker. Add 100 ml of water in it. Then after try to add few drops of barium chloride solution. Okay. Observe the colors of the solution in both the beakers. What we have to observe? When it is reacted with barium chloride, when water is reacted with barium chloride, what is the color we are getting? You must observe. Similarly, when sodium sulfate is reacted with water, what is the color we are getting? You must observe it. Okay? Observation. Both are transparent solutions, soluble in water. Both are transparent. We have 3 substances, right? One is transparent, second one is translucent, third one is opaque. Transparent in the sense in which the other objects can able to see clearly. Okay, in which the light can able to pass very clearly. At the same time we can see the other images, that is opposite side. Total we can able to see the image clearly. That is transparent. Okay, both are soluble in water. Yes or not? Both these solutions are soluble in water. Soluble in water. Next one is, now mix both the two solutions separate beakers and observe. Now mix both these 2 solutions once again in separate beakers and observe. It is observed that white color barium sulfate precipitate is formed. So what is the color we are going to be observed? White color precipitate. As it is reacted with these 2 solutions, we are getting a white color precipitate. So whenever it is going to be reacted with solutions, we are getting a white color precipitate. White color precipitate. Already I told a thick layer. Precipitate means what? A thick color layer is obtained at the bottom of this beaker. That is called what here? precipitate. Chemical equation. White color barium sulfate precipitate is formed. Chemical equation Na2SO4 chemical equation is Na2SO4 plus barium chloride BaCl2 gives rise to 2 molecules of sodium chloride 2NaCl plus BaSO4 barium sulfate. This is the chemical equation for this activity. Once again I am repeating, Na2SO4 sodium sulfate plus barium chloride. As it is reacted with each other, what is the final product we are getting? 2 molecules of sodium chloride, that is common salt. Next, barium sulfate. What is the color of the sodium salt? Salt uppu ఏ విధంగా ఉంటుంది మనకి? White color crystal, right? That is salt. So sodium chloride we are getting, then after barium sulfate we are going to be absorbed by doing this experiment. Chemical equation we got, yes or no? So for this chemical equation we have to write the tabular column also, whether it is balanced chemical equation or unbalanced chemical equation. First one is element name, reactant side, product side. For each and every activity, if you are getting these equations, you must draw this tabular column and you have to mention whether it is a balanced equation or unbalanced equation. First one, element names which are present near the reactants. Ivi reactants antunamu, ivi products antamu. Okay na? So reactants, Na means what? Sodium. Na means what? Sodium. S means sulfur. S means sulfur. O means oxygen. Over. Next one, Ba means barium. Ba means barium. Cl means chlorine. These are the elements present in the reactant side. You have to mention. Similarly, write down what are the elements present in the product side. Na means sodium. Already repeated. So no need of writing. Chlorine repeated. Barium repeated. So sulfur repeated. Oxygen repeated. Is it clear or not? If it is repeated 2 times, you have to mention only 1 time. Now write down reactants and how many elements are present. Na2, how many sodiums are present? 2. Here there is no number, right? You keep 1. 1 into 2, how many sodiums? 2 sodiums. Next, SO4. S means no number is present. So sulfur, how many? 1 sulfur is present. Oxygen, how many are there? 4 oxygens are there. This over. Next, BaCl2. BaCl2. Barium, no number is present. So 1. Next, chlorine, Cl2, 2 chlorines are present. Is it clear? Now reactant side is over. You have to calculate near the product side. Look at 2 NaCl means this 2 is applicable for sodium, this 2 is applicable for chlorine also. So 2 sodiums are there, 2 chlorines. Where is the chlorine? 2 chlorines are present. This is over. BaSO4, how many bariums are there? Only 1 barium is present. How many sulfurs are there? Yes, only 1 sulfur is present. How many oxygens are there? 4 oxygens. Is it clear now? Check it now. 2, 2, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, 1, 2, 2. Hence it is a balanced chemical equation. Hence it is balanced chemical equation. After writing this, you have to write precautions. What is the first precaution? Care must be taken while dealing with chemicals. As you are performing with chemicals, right? You have to be very careful while dealing with chemicals. Second point is, you have to maintain gloves while doing this experiment. Okay. Hold the objects or beakers very carefully because these are very delicate. Result, sodium sulfate on reaction with barium chloride produces a white precipitate of barium sulfate. This is double displacement reaction. Here we are taking 2 different solutions, right? As it is reacted with both each other at a time, we are getting a white precipitate. That means double displacement reaction is going to be takes place. Double reaction means this is going to be vacated in the placing. In the place of sodium sulfate, we are able to got it is overreacted with each other. We are getting the different product, that is barium sulfate, and new product, that is sodium chloride. So that means here 2 displacement atoms or ions has been takes place. So finally the reaction is double displacement reaction. Exchanging of 2 atoms or elements, vacating the old place and rejoining the new place. That is what we got double displacement reaction. Is it clear everyone?